So starting the test drive in this Trax 1LT here, the 1.2 turbo 3, it gets it's weird in how it accelerates, but it's so efficient for what this is, and it is relatively fun to drive, relatively quick for it to be a turbocharged 3-cylinder pushing a vehicle of this mass. So I think it's pretty solid reliability wise. I haven't heard a lot of bad things about it, but time will tell, I guess. It's relatively new. Now I'm going to try to give it a pull getting on the interstate here. Here we go. So that's about all I can do there. But I mean, again, for a 3-cylinder, it's getting 32 miles per gallon, highway 28 city. What more can you ask for, you know? We'll give it another pull here. So, I mean, the speed itself, I mean, getting up to speed at least, is not terrible. Again, you're not going to win many races with this, except maybe against the Prius if you're lucky. But it's it's a solid vehicle. It has good acceleration for the money, I think, and specifically for the engine. Let me put it that way. But you're getting a traditional 6-speed. You don't have to worry about a CVT. And the road noise is actually pretty good. Sound acoustics in the cabin is good. Just very, very easy to drive. And I do like the setup here in terms of the infotainment system and then having the all digital display here. It's very minimalistic, but at the same time, it's not overwhelming. I'm not confused on where anything is. Your climate controls are here. You even have them in the screen if you want to use that. Your audio, everything's in here. It's very simple to use if you know how to use your phone. It's not like getting in a Mercedes or an Audi or something like that, in my opinion. Now, in terms of what you get for the money here, it's I think it's a lot of vehicle for the money. You can go to an LS, be a bit cheaper, get to the 22, 23K sticker price, but I like what you get here. I feel like you get quite a bit. Having the adaptive cruise is a huge plus, I think. The heated steering wheel is nice. The single zone auto climate controls are great. Having the heated seats, and then just having the blind spot monitors, the digital display. I really like what, again, you get for the money. I'd rather pay a little bit more to get all the stuff that I would need as opposed to trying to be cheap and then missing out on something and not realizing it until later down the road. Now, only thing that I would probably do is get whatever package allows me to get a power driver seat. I think if I'm paying closer to 30K than 20K for one of these, I want to pay a bit more and just get the power seat. But other than that, how it's equipped is pretty good. But I think the biggest thing about this that's really neat, especially as these gas prices go up, is the flex fuel capability. Now, it's not a plug-in hybrid or anything, but you can get ethanol cheaper than gas normally. And you know, it's nice to have that, especially as gas around here just is at $4 a gallon right now. We're one of the cheapest areas to buy gas in the country, and you have other places that are $7, $8 a gallon. In California, I should say $6 or $7, but anywhere where you can save money in this economy, I feel like is a good thing. And you know, getting into one of these brand new under 28K is good. Getting 28 city, 32 highway in terms of fuel economy is good. And then again, having the flex fuel capability is also nice. But it's just good, solid, basic transportation that looks fantastic in this Marina Blue Metallic, and will hopefully last quite a while, having this traditional 6-speed automatic and a turbo 3-cylinder. But all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Chevrolet Trax 1LT.